what you must do and what must you do to get it. Have 5 or 6 pages free for each goal that you come up with, and use the first few lines to write down your goal. What would you really like to achieve? And make sure that it's a SMART goal, and by that I mean that it's specific. For example, I want to retire with 100,000 or 300,000 in the bank instead of retire with a lot of money. Measurable. I help all of my children get into university instead of a good education. Awesome. It must fill you with excitement and inspiration, otherwise you won't see it through. Or actionable. Are realistic. Challenging goals are great, but don't stray into cloud cuckoo land. And T-timed. That is, retire by 2030 instead of retire eventually. So on to the next part, step 3. So the next section, write about the pain of that goal that you and those you love will experience if you don't achieve your goal. So that could be ill health, poverty, unhappiness. Why should you write this? Well, because recognising this pain is an enormous motivating force that will help you to clarify and help you to work even harder to make sure you don't fail. What you will gain when you succeed is the next bit. So write, what will you gain when you succeed? Or look at my PDF download. So you'll succeed: wealth, health, happiness, maybe, prosperous retirement. What will you see? What will you hear? And what will you feel? What will you see, hear and feel? And what else will your success allow you to achieve to do? So on to the next part. In the third section, write down the key things, not everything, you will need in order to achieve your goal. For example, it could be you need new resources, you need to make contacts, gain skills, or take certain actions. Repeat this process using a new sheet for every single goal you would like to achieve. And then lay out all of your goals in front of you and decide which are the most important to you, which are less important, and which, if any, are on reflection not important after all. If you need to free up more time in order to rise to the many challenges you face, here are 10 practical ways you can do exactly that. 10 time-saving strategies. Record your time for each period or activity. Record your time for a period. Every 15 minutes is a good interval, or half an hour. Review the data to see where you are really spending your time. You will be surprised. Tip 2. Look at each task and ask yourself, will this move me closer towards achieving my goals? If the answer is no, only do that task after you've done the other tasks that will. I think that's a really good step, because there's times when we get taken down a path that is not serving us and isn't taking us towards the goals that we want to achieve. And you know, it's watching that TV show that is completely pointless. It's scrolling on the internet, you know, the things. Remember the 80-20 rule is tip 3, i.e. that 20% of the effort usually generates 80% of the results. So make sure you identify and do everything in that 20% group. Tip 4, use the above information that I discussed previously to draw up